Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and it's a video I've been wanting to make for quite a bit of time, considering some of the biggest news that's going on south of the border is the fact that Stanford running back Christian McCaffery and LSU running back Leonard Fournette have decided they do not wish to partake in their team's bowl games, which will obviously be their final games in their NCAA career, as they are obviously looking forward to the NFL draft and the combines before that. And, you know, you're getting a lot of backlash towards these guys. It's a very interesting topic, and I don't think there's really one overall correct answer. But the way I look at this one is the backlash that's against them for, you got to think of the teammates. I mean, you go out there and want to win it as one. I just don't see it that way. The way I look at this is these guys have to represent themselves. I mean, you don't want to injure yourself. It may seem selfish, but you know what? Down the line, if you hurt yourself in this bowl game, you're going to potentially lose yourself at $20 million. Like, first of all, McCaffery is a outstanding running back for Stanford, a guy that last year obviously ran for over 2,000 yards in the season, has probably great potential to be a solid running back in the NFL. I don't think it'll be a first, may go late first round, beginning of the second round as well. Leonard Fournette is a guy that's being looked at as well as a potential top round draft pick here. And when you look at their careers, obviously fantastic careers, but you know, they're getting banged up as it is, playing such competitive level ball. I mean, Fournette's already dealing with injuries. Why risk it in another bowl game when you haven't been paid yet? And I think, to me, a lot of this issue here comes down to players not getting paid in college. There's no union for them to fall back on. The NCAA wants to just use their likeness and, their photographs to market their games on, in magazines or through other medias, and these kids can't even see a dime of it. And then you see players, or coaches, I should say, that, they're out there and can do whatever they want, leave schools for NFL jobs or CFL jobs or other schools to be head coaches there. I mean, is that really much different than that? I mean, these guys are at least letting everyone know ahead of time. And one of the things that really irked me was, now Dallas Cowboy running back Ezekiel Elliott saying, "I'd love to play one more game with my teammates." That's all great and all for you to say now, but dude, you're out there, you've made it. You're getting paid, and you're obviously right now one of the best players in the NFL, who is the odds-on favorite to be the NFL MVP, as well as a potential Rookie of the Year situation for Mr. Ezekiel Elliott. So I don't think it's really fair to say, considering now he's getting paid, that he'd love to go back and play college one more game with his buddies and his guys. I just don't think I mean, if Ezekiel Elliott did the same thing, obviously that'd be the topic that's happening for Fournette and McCaffery would be for Elliott. As well, like I said, there's not much for them to fall back on. Their likenesses get used whenever the NCAA wants to be used of. And I mean, I think what's the point in playing in such a meaningless game for teams that for their schools which haven't really done much this year? Look out for themselves. Their teammates that would go out in there and say, "Oh, these guys got to play, one more for us." But if they get hurt, where are those teammates going to be to help support these guys, and Fournette and McCaffery if they get hurt? They're not going to be there. A lot of the support they have isn't going to be there. These guys are out there. They got potentials to make, obviously solid money playing and then extra money and endorsement deals. They got to look out for themselves here, people. And it's, they're about to be playing pro. It's time for them to look out for themselves. Let them be adults here and make this adult decision. I just don't think that's really fair for people to criticize them. It's their lives. Let them make these choices. And I think that's really all what it comes down to. I think a lot of it would obviously be different, as I said, if you're paying players where there's a union, there's something to fall back on, if money's being out there. Obviously, they play in these games. But to me, I just personally think that you got to respect their decision to go out there and look for a future in the NFL. Because all in all, there's going to be someone else that's going to step in for these schools. I mean, the teams, I think, deep down, coaching staff, they kind of like it because they know these guys are going to be gone anyway. So let them come out there and see who's going to fill their roles for both LSU and Stanford for next year. So all in all, my hat's if I had one on, it would be off for Leonard Fournette and Christian McCaffery, because they've done so much already for themselves and help market their respective schools even more so, and their conferences. Let them go out there and market for themselves and go get that big payday to help support not only themselves but their families for the rest of their lives. You can obviously put your opinion on this in the comments section as well, or if you feel the need to make a video response, I would love that as well. Anyways, that's going to do it for this. Peace out. Have a good night, everyone.